What is up, guys? It's your boy 2Natural, and we are back here with another. Here, let me reset this. Okay, cool. And we are back with another NFL Rivals tier list. Today, since more tight ends got added to the game in Rivals Rewind, we now have enough tight ends where we're going to make our first position tier list for the tight end position on the season. So, like we normally do, we do have the players organized by their price on the mythical market from lowest to highest. As a reminder, these tier lists only count the players' on-field performance and they're not based on the cost, right? That's just how we order the video. And before we say this, I also want to say that the tight end position is not super useful in the game right now. There's not great routes. The main benefit you're getting is blocking, which I'm not even sure is a real thing. Like, it's questionable. And then also, potentially, if it's super fast, you might be able to use them a couple times when you're receiving. Anyways, let's get right into it. No more time. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe. I'm taking a good amount of time making these videos. And I definitely want to keep making videos for you guys, and that's just a small way to support. But without further ado, first guy, cheapest, less than $3 is Jack Stoll on the Eagles. Common card, one of the Super Bowl cards. 86 power, 79 speed, 88 strength, 90 agility, 74 acceleration, 88 stamina, 88 catching, 80 insane catch, 77 run block, 69 pass block, 84 power block. So this guy obviously doesn't have great stats. So for that, he's going to put in my D tier. Okay, so next guy we have is Dalton Kincaid. Going for just above $3, just a little more expensive. So he's 98 power, 87 speed, 89 strength, 92 agility, 80 acceleration, 109 stamina, 112 catching, 120 insane catch, and then 77 run block, 74 pass block, 89 power block. Now, Kincaid does have way better catching stats and a little more well-rounded stats overall. So I think that's going to earn him a spot in C tier, subject to change. We might change it as we go through more players. Next up, Noah Gray, 87 power, 80 speed, 81 agility, 84 acceleration, 68 stamina, 96 catching, 91 insane catch, 74 run block, 72 pass block, 90 power block. So he does have decent stats. I would say this card is probably better than Stoll, but not good enough to be above. Shoot, let me move this. Okay, cool. Not good enough to be above Kincaid in the C tier. Let's move on now. Our next rare card is Colby Parkinson. Now, it's a little bit more expensive to actually buy a level 1 than a level 5, which is a little weird. But it's 30 cents more, so we're going to click on the level 1 because we do like to compare level 1 stats in these tier lists because it's the most fair comparison of their raw base stats. Colby Parkinson, about $5, 82 speed, 103 strength, 77 agility, 70 acceleration, 91 stamina, 94 catching, 92 insane catch, 94 skill move, 90 power move, 74 run block, 77 pass block, 102 power block. So honestly, this Colby, what really stood out to me was Kincaid's great catching stats, which really set him apart. And he had, I think, 90 speed, if I'm not remembering wrong. So I do think Parkinson isn't good enough yet to crack the C tier. So we're going to put him in the D tier for now, but he's definitely at the top of the D tier. He could be up in the bottom of the C tier if I wanted to, but for now we're going to put him at the top of the D tier. Next is Evan Engram. So Evan Engram, 111 power, 115 speed, which is blazing fast for a tight end. 120 agility, 115 acceleration, 130 stamina, 135 catching, 130 insane catch, 84 skill move, 87 power move, and then his blocking stats are pretty bad. 70 run block, 56 pass block, 67 power block. So for this Evan Engram, honestly, this card is between the A and the B tiers. As you guys just saw, his finesse stats are crazy. His speed, agility, acceleration are off the charts. So for now, we're going to put that in A tier. I might move him down after I look at the stats of the legendaries, but he has over 100 in basically all the skill stats. If he was a wide receiver and blocking didn't matter, he'd be for sure in the A tier, I think, for me. But blocking does matter. So if he gets blown out of the water there, we might move him down. But for now, I'd like him in the A tier. I think he's a great budget beast, affordable tight end that will play great for you, be a great receiver. Next, we go up to Freiermuth. So this one is a level 1, but you can see he's about $38. 109 power, 91 speed. So there you can see, like, Engram has plus 24 speed on him. So Engram's speed is really remarkable. 91 agility, 95 acceleration, 130 catching, 123 insane catch, 122 jump. I still don't think jump matters, but if it matters, that's a good jump stat. And then 90 skill move, 111 power move, 99 run block, 81 pass block, 94 power block. So for me, what I see here is you're getting a more well-rounded tight end. He's not, definitely you can see the stat drop off from him to how he kind of gets screwed compared to Engram. Engram is basically a fifth, or wait, how many wide receivers on the field? Engram is basically a fourth wide receiver on the field, whereas Freiermuth might be better if you do more things like run the ball. I am going to put him in B tier. I think his stats are a good enough improvement over Kincaid, but obviously Engram has him beat. He's so much better as a receiver, so that's what we're going to do. Next up, Cameron Brate. This card is rare because it's a Founders Edition card, but it's also, so it's $46 even though it's a rare and it's only 96 power. So let's look at the stats. 79 speed, 95 strength, 82 agility, 88 excel, 109 catching, 115 insane catch, pass block 69, power block 89, run block 81. Honestly, this card doesn't have that many remarkable stats. I think we're going to put him in the D tier, below Parkinson and above Noah Gray and Jack Stoll. These rare guys really could be bottom of C tier too. It's very viable for them to be bottom of C tier. For me, I just think Kincaid stats are a little better, well-rounded. They have points in where I would want them to be. So the D tier is getting a little bit full though. So those guys are basically C, D tier. It's not that big of a difference. Next up, one of our newest tight ends in the game, Mark Andrews, a new legendary and one that's going to be getting a Luminous card edition. Let's see. I don't think there's any of those. So the cheapest you can get him for is like $78, but there's one up at level 1. So obviously you want to look at those stats. So Mark Andrews, let's see, 122 power, good. 105 speed. So this is why I have Engram rated so high, is because you guys can see when we're looking at these legendary top-end tight ends, their speed is always below the power rating, and Engram is one of the only tight ends, to my knowledge, that has his speed above his power, which is really big for me. 106 strength, 83 agility, 102 acceleration, 142 awareness, 126 stamina, 145 catching, 135 insane catch. Those are really nice. We do like those catching stats. 108 skill move, 98 power move, 123 run block, 118 power block, but only 49 pass block. So honestly, this Andrews card has some really good stats. His catching stats and his run blocking stats are crazy. And then his other like agility stats are just okay. So I think I think I still put him in the A tier. Whether you like him or Engram is probably a debate more on how much you use your tight end, how much you throw to your tight end. If you value the extra run blocking and blocking on 2-point conversions over the speed that Engram gives, these two are really interchangeable within the tier, but I am going to put Mark Andrews above Engram in the A tier, also just because he gives your team more power. I don't know if power is good or bad, to be honest. There's been some weird stuff happening. I'm going to talk about that in another video. But I'm going to rank Andrews above Engram, even if just he gets a tiebreaker because he's a legendary, basically. That might not be right, but yeah. Now we got two guys left, Kittle and then obviously Kelsey. Kittle, you have to scroll down a little bit to find a legendary version, but the cheapest ones you can already get at level 5 for 113. So Kittle goes for a shade under 140. Actually, no. He goes for 113. I'm stupid for saying that. But this George Kittle, 127 power, 116 speed. So he does have Engram beat there. 117 agility, 115 acceleration, 124 strength is really nice for getting those bam, pop, truck animations. 135 awareness, 120 stamina, 136 catching, 131 insane catch. 119 skill move, 133 power move, 113 run block, 86 pass block, 110 power block. I really like this Kittle card. I mean, I had the opportunity, and tight ends are not that impactful, but you definitely notice when Kittle was on the field as a receiver. He does have the speed to beat Engram, and he's more well-rounded. He has the better pass blocking stats, and his stats are just really, really well-rounded. There's no stat that you're looking at that you're like, wow, that's a big, really big hole for Kittle. Whereas Andrews, the pass block you're concerned about, and the speed just really isn't there with Andrews. So Kittle's definitely above Andrews and Engram. Kittle is for sure the second best tight end in the game, right behind our next man, the mythical himself, Mr. Travis Kelce, Super Bowl champ. Goes for $1,200, $1,300 though. So realistically, you shouldn't buy this card. Nobody needs this card. Tight ends are so useless, and you shouldn't be dropping $1,300 on a tight end, or anything over like $500 is insane. I wouldn't spend over like $50 for my tight end in this game. Probably even less. I probably wouldn't spend. The max I would probably spend on is Engram. There's no reason to buy anything above that. But 151 power, 121 speed. I hate to keep going back to it, but you guys see now why Engram is an A tier, right? Because this 151 power mythical, where there's 50 of them in the game, one of the best cards in the game, has 121 speed. Engram has 115 speed. Why are you paying over $1,000 more for this card? There's no reason you should be doing that. But we're not here to complain about mythical cards. Mythical cards are mythical cards. They're going to be expensive. So let's just go back to the stats. 150 strength, 129 agility, 136 acceleration, 164 awareness, 152 stamina, 174 catching, 166 insane catch. Insane, obviously crazy stats. 132 skill, 144 power, 135 run block, 92 pass block, 129 power block. So, I mean, do I really need to say more? I already put him in S tier before even reading his stats. It's a mythical card. It's going to be the best card in the game. And that's that. I mean, so this is a tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely, I think there's a possibility we could have moved. I think actually, we could move Kincaid up to B tier and then easily have Parkinson and Bray up in C tier. I think that would also be fair. But to be honest, this is more how I break it down. I do think this is a somewhat accurate tier list, even though it's a bit heavy in certain tiers and has just one in other tiers. Anyways, that's our first tier list of the season. I'll probably make another one like 1-2 months with new promos, new updated players, new meta. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you use as your tight end down below in the comments. And also, drop some suggestions on how rivals can make the tight end position meaningful, because to be honest, right now, my tight ends ain't doing all that much for me in game. They might even be better out of the lineup. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate your support. As always, 2Natural out.